Okay, everyone. Welcome to a car brand tier list where we rank the cars, all the brands themselves, and why I think they would be going up there because of their friggin' lineups of vehicles and how I think of them and obviously, um, some companies I'm familiar with, some of them not really, and it's literally how I feel about it. First off, we gotta go with Toyota. Toyota is definitely an S tier, go tier, obviously, because of their cars and their vehicles that they're driven. Um, yeah, their cars are pretty freaking good. Love them, of course. My crush even drives a Corolla. Yes, I'm familiar with Corollas. Um, but also, it's not just the Corolla. You have the Supra, and you have there's so many others. Um, that I can think of the top of my head, but I'm forgetting some right now. Fuck. But the one car that I am so familiar with. Um, so yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is a Supra in my mind, just from the Toyotas. Besides the Corollas, the Corollas are too or more familiar for me because they honestly, like, this car just looks so fucking good. Like, dude, this car's beast. Like, I like this one. I even like the 2023 one as well. I love them. I don't know why. I love the Supras. The Supra has become a kind of like a fan favorite for me. Like, it's oh god damn it. Why do I have to do that with my fucking? I love just being so silly with my freaking webcams, but honestly, it's like you have that choice. And then we got like fucking. Then we got Honda. Now Honda, I know so much about more than Toyota, but I think Toyota deserves it up here only because of the whole Japanese how popular it is. Um, but it's also because actually there's reasons. It's the same goes with Honda here, is that both companies are basically they the cars last longer. They have stronger durability. They don't the cars don't break down. Uh, they're they're more kind of they're kind of more sturable. Like, they're more fuck. I'm trying to find words here, but like they're reliable, useful, and resourceful. Well, not resourceful, but they're more. It's just that how I'm saying it is like basically they have a long longevity. Honda. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just remembered another vehicle for Toyota, the Tacoma. The Toyota Tacoma comes in my mind too. And then you got like fucking like you just got like all the Honda stuff. I know so much Honda shit. Like, you got Honda Fits, you have the Civics, you have the Accords, the Insight, and obviously the Type R, the HRV or whatever. There's a bunch of them. The Odyssey, the Ridgeline. Like, I fucking know the amount of fucking cars that Honda has put into. It's insane. Now, obviously, Ferrari's gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna say undrivable. I'm not a huge Ferrari fan. Why? No, they've only have a few good. There's only like one or two cars I like from them, but I'm just not a fan, to be honest. They don't treat their customers right. They're more gentleman class. Plus, they're expensive, and I don't agree with Ferrari. Ferrari isn't really the type of obviously they treat celebrities like shit with their vehicles because they don't like the customization shit and stuff, which is what I've learned. Also, oh, should we talk about Lamborghini? Lamborghini is overrated, but it's like I like the story behind this. I like it goes from a guy that because the guy that started the company, he went from being his business went from making tractors to making supercars, and it's insane. It's insane because you have to think that's a really good story, and it makes me want to. I don't want to put them. They don't belong up there. They don't belong here. They're kind of more like B. They're a B for me. Like their cars are great, but they're. It's just expensive, and they're overrated as fuck because a lot of celebs go for that shit. Although I think it's the best brand. I think Bugatti. Do you got a Bugatti? Oh, fucking Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's quote on saying something about, "Do you got a Bugatti? Do you have one?" I sure fucking love the Bugatti shit. Okay, I prefer Bugatti and A. They're underrated as fuck, in my opinion. They are not really that familiar to a lot of people, but I am. I got familiar with them because of Grand Theft Auto. True story, actually. GTA Online is what got me into Bugatti. Yeah, but I think we need to stop talking too much about these cars. Oldsmobile's kind of like D tier. Where's the other fucking company I want to talk about? Let's talk about Subaru because Subaru has some fucked up. The BRZ, well, it used to be my favorite Subaru, but now I don't like it anymore. So, yeah, I'm not a big Subaru fan because a certain somebody has a, a certain someone, who's in a relationship with a guy who loves Subarus and just drives them. And when I think of them, I think of Subaru. And I know what I'm talking about. The Wicked Witch of the West, or we call her Eve, or we can call her Satan. Satan! Call her Satan. Perfect. Actually, let's not call her Satan. Let's call her Broomfucker. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Broomfucker. Oh god, it's for me. They're like undrivable too. They're just fucking. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I only make jokes about people when I have to. Oh my god, I'm not very nice. But I respect. I shouldn't always be, but I'm just not a huge fan because, yeah. Plymouths are decent. They're probably D for me, but they're not great. Hennessy's D. Actually, they'd be C. They'd be C in my opinion. I'm just doing this as quickly as possible so I can. Mercury is a fucking undrivable. Fuck. Let's talk about Tesla for a minute. Okay, so Tesla probably belongs. Teslas are great, but they are shit. The problems with Teslas are probably they probably won't be good. You think electric cars are gonna be fucking awesome, but yeah, other companies are starting to catch up, and I think the biggest problem for them is that eventually they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. I think Tesla is. I know they're trying their best and everything, but Tesla is not also great when it comes to it. So I'm gonna put them at C probably. They're not. They're great for autopiloting, and I understand that. Like the autopiloting is pretty good. Like when you autopilot a vehicle, it's awesome because then it's like you don't have to drive at all. I like that. I mean, that's the only thing I like about it, really. But everything else is just like. Also, oh yeah, another thing I like about Teslas is how they're quite quiet when it comes to driving. They're quite quiet. They're not. Yeah. Oh my god. Fiat's kind of like a D. Alfa Romeo is a C for me. Shelby's probably like. Shelby has some really nice fucking cars as well. Or not cars. Ford. Sorry. Like they have really good shit. I like Shelby's. To be honest, Shelby's are pretty good. Acura's kind of like the same as Honda, but I'm gonna put them a C because they're not very good. They can stay there. Rolls Royce is another favorite of mine. They're kind of a gentleman more. They're more gentleman-like, but they're also pretty luxurious. Oh fuck. Luxury. Fuck, I can't say my words anymore. All right, I'm sorry, but they're quite fancy with their cars and shit too. And I personally, you know, I love if someone I know owns a fucking Rolls Royce. I swear, like, dude, I'd probably put them in A, not S because I have personal faith. I mean, I put I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put these guys are freaking A. I'm just dropping them down. Kia. Okay, Kia. The one vehicle that comes to mind, like, there's two vehicles that come to mind from Kia, and that's the Stinger GT and the Telluride, which is a really bad name, and it makes me want to put them at like D because I'm not a huge fan of them. But the Stinger is pretty up there. I'm trying not to talk about too much about cars, but I'm gonna say like which one's my favorite brand or which one's my favorite, and I'm gonna tell you, Porsche. I might put Porsche in S or A because I like them too. I like them. But they're not my favorite German company, as you can see. These guys are S tier. I like Audi so much because I grew up loving the Audi R8. Now I know it's coming to an end, unfortunately, this year, and it's the last year that they're making them. Really fucking sad. I remember when the Audi R8 like first appeared in Iron Man. I remember as a kid being like, "Oh my god, what fucking car is that?" And honestly, to me, the Audi, vehicles are great. Audi TT comes to mind, and other vehicles like the e-tron and all that stuff. But I like their fucking car lineup, and I like that. It's to me, they're a better German company. Although both, I do like Porsche too, but I think I'm kind of like, well, Volvo's a Swedish company. Sad story with Volvo is that North Korea still owes them money. That's all I can say. And North Koreans should be paying them back because it's a crime that, even though they stole the vehicles from them. But Volvo is probably a D as well for me. And I'm not really a huge fan of Volvo. Mazda's A. Mazda's A actually, or B. For me, they're probably like, I'm gonna say B. I mean, they could be up here too, but I think they're B. Ford is an S for me. Because I like the Ford cars. I will not lie. Ford Mustangs are my favorite. I've always said, I'm actually saying that for the first time ever. My crush had Ford Focuses. Well, I used to drive them. I'm surprised that I never got stories about that, like what happened to them, or if they sold it, or, it's quite fun. Yeah, but I remember, like, some of the friggin' Ford cars too. I think like fuck, oh, man, there's so many Ford cars. Like you had like the Ford Crown Victoria Prince or something like that. I'm trying to remember that car. That was iconic. You had like the Ford GT, which was fucking amazing. And then you had like, it's so crazy to talk about Ford, but they're like such an iconic, historic company that they had to be put up there. Yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about too many companies as well. I think we're just gonna. Lincoln is probably a C. Lexus is probably C too. Actually, they're C. Actually, they're D for me. I don't really. McLarens are fucking like. McLarens are S, and I have my reasons for that. I like McLarens. I like their shit. I like the fucking cars, to be honest. Would I prefer a McLaren over a Bugatti? That's a really tough question. I mean, I could probably switch between the two if I want. You know what? I like Bugatti as well. I like both of them. So guess what? I changed my mind. Bugatti's going in S tier instead. Mitsubishi, has been through a decline. The only vehicle I really like is the Lancer, and they're gonna go and fucking C, and that's about it. Because the Lancer is fucking amazing. The evolution level, oh fuck. Jeeps are great for off roading, but I don't know. Jeeps are solid. They're C. Volkswagens or D's. People that drive BMWs are assholes. I'm kidding. Not all of them are assholes. Not all BMW drivers are assholes. I mean, actually, Volkswagen goes in C because they have a nice. They, um. Actually, I should put them in C and D actually because yeah, you know why I put them in D? Because of Nazi stuff. Like that's the whole reason. Because Hitler is responsible for the creation of the Doom buggy. Not the Doom buggy, the fucking Beetle apparently, which I didn't know. And then he was also I think it's bad that like Volkswagen has a bad history for the start of it, and yeah, my friend's just sending me stuff on fucking Instagram. Stop sending me shit while I'm fucking recording a video. Chevy's in fucking A. Infinity's fucking, for me, they're like fucking, I don't really give a shit about them, so, but at the same time, I don't like them, so they're undrivable. This company, fuck, I'm just gonna put them in there. I don't really know. I know what they are, I can't remember. Dodge is fucking A. Actually, no, they're B for me. Maserati is a fucking B. Hondas are A. Mercedes Benz are probably gonna go in fucking. I say like they're probably good too. I'd probably put them in like fucking A. Lotus is fucking like D for me. Jaguar is a C. Land Rovers are B as well, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Not gonna lie. Koenigsegg is basically. I'll put them at B as well for now. Hummers, I'm not a huge fan of them, so I'm gonna put it D. I guess D for me. Minis, not a huge fan of them. I don't really like them, so I forgot this car company. Fuck, I always forget Saab is like fucking undrivable. Chryslers are shit. And I'm pretty sure I forget this other company. Oh fuck! Chrysler. I don't know if it's called Chrysler or like shit. Cadillac. Oh, no, it's Cadillac. Okay, never mind. It's Cadillac. I just remembered it. Cadillac probably goes into fucking. No, I think Chrysler's better than Cadillac, right? Yeah, Cadillac's gone in decline. I think Chrysler's just C, a D. GMC's like a fucking C. Nissan is fucking. I don't know. Nissan's like a fucking C or D. I'm gonna put C, probably. Aston Martins, I really do like Aston Martins. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up there in S. I like Aston Martins. I really do. Nice cars. A lot. Nice. Saturn's fucking underrated as fuck, but they don't exist anymore. I mean, they fucking disbanded it in 2010. And then we got Pontiac. Now, Pontiac doesn't exist anymore either. But they were good. They were really good for their Trans Ams are fucking awesome. They're the classic shit's the best part. I'm gonna put them at B, but they will never be forgotten because Pontiac was named after a Native American. And I respect it. I really do. My father drove, I think, a Pontiac van or something like that. I know he drove a Ford Aerostar when I was younger. And I do remember that stuff when I was a kid. Oh, I forgot about the Honda story. So, I remember my mom driving a Honda Fit, and it was blue. My sister was in the car. And I think this was when my mom was gonna pick me up from school, and I remember, my crush greeting me and, hugging me, and then after that, got into the car. My sister was like kind of not happy with that, but then my family and I drove home. I can never forget that. I can never forget that because I never forgot. I never forget when she hugged me because I never did. So, and then last but not least is Suzuki, which is fucking undrivable. But fucking Saturn goes undrivable because I don't really like them. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm definitely serious on that. But honestly, that's it. I think. Realistically, I think this is a fine list. I I honestly I understand people have their own opinions. I'm not much of a car enthusiast, but I think some cars are better than others. I think I know a lot. I know some Lamborghinis like the Aventador and the Huracan and obviously the Urus, which is fucking amazing SUV and quite a legendary car that was created. I also forgot to talk about the Mach-E for the Ford as well, and I was in that car actually pretty much and it was a great thing experience when I was like 20 years old, which was like 3 years ago, and it felt great. I mean, it does autopilot too, which I've learned that as well. That these like electric, cars can do these kind of things that are just unexpected to us, and it's very, very amazing. But hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys for more content, especially tier lists like this, and yeah,